Later today, we're flying to Canada to stay in the only hotel room in the whole of North America that has a sports field view out of the window. And you're not going to believe how much it costs.
The total price for this room on a game day is around...
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stay inside a sports stadium and watch live sports out of your window? Well, at the Blue Jays MLB Stadium in Toronto, this dream can become a reality.
I've got a good feeling about this.
But the problem is, getting a reservation in one of these rooms is notoriously difficult. They can be super expensive. And of course, the hotel is located on a different continent to us.
We travelled all the way from Manchester to Toronto to come and check out these rooms.
It's going to be an expensive few days. Let's just hope it's worth it.
We are flying to Toronto in Canada with Air Transat, and it is our first ever time flying with them, but it is also our first time to Canada.
Okay, we just called our gate. Let's get on the flight.
Whilst we fly to Canada, let me tell you why we're doing this. We're in the process of visiting every hotel room in the world that has a live sports field view. We've already visited a number of football stadium hotels up and down the UK, and now our hunt is going global. You might also be wondering, who are we and why are we on this crazy mission? We're two budget travellers that pop up in unexpected places, trying to prove that no destination is off limits and every travel experience can be done on a budget. Only last year, Jade and I were sat behind a computer in our 9-to-5 jobs, and now we're sat on a plane heading to Canada, making travel videos, and we get to call it work. If you're already subscribed, thank you. And if you want to join us, hit the subscribe button and we can live the dash together. Anyway, back to the flight and Jade's thoughts on Air Transat's pasta.
The colour did put me off a little bit, but it does taste really good. The moral of the story is never judge a pasta tube by its colour. Hello, this is us reporting live from Toronto, Canada. We have made it.
How do you think the flight went?
The flight was good. It was 7 hours and 5 minutes. Had a meal, tried to watch a bit of Elvis.
Did you actually try and watch Elvis?
Yeah, I tried to watch Elvis, the movie.
If you've watched us before, you may know that the last time we got a long haul flight, we actually dressed as Elvis.
From the airport, we jumped into an Uber, where our driver told us that Taylor Swift was playing at the Rogers Centre in November. This made us wonder, can you book these hotel rooms for music concerts and host a listening party in the room? Also, by complete coincidence, he'd stayed in one of these rooms before. Here is what he thought of it.
Is it not? You think it's cool?
Yeah, for sure, you will love it. It's
Sweet.
amazing, yeah.
We've arrived at the Blue Jay Stadium.
We are right in the middle of Toronto.
So one of the coolest parts of this stadium is not Jade. It is actually the fact that it is in the shadow of the most famous building in Canada, the CN Tower.
So tall, even if I stand like this, like I can see it, but you really have to get your neck far down to see that.
Toronto is the biggest city in Canada, but it is not the capital city. The capital city is Ottawa. But it is the biggest city and it is home to a Major League Baseball team called the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were actually the second Major League Baseball team to be founded outside of America, but they are the only one that remains because the Montreal Expos actually changed their name and moved to Washington.
If you watched one of our previous videos, you will have seen that we stayed in hotels in the UK which had football pitch views. A lot of you commented and said that we had to come and check out this hotel here, which offers rooms with field view views. So we're here. We travelled all the way from Manchester to Toronto to come and check out these rooms.
So the moral of the story is be careful what you comment because we might actually go and do it.
With our travel costs racking up already, we still weren't clear as to how much this room was actually going to cost us tonight. And as we started reading the reviews, it was a mixed bag.
Incredibly expensive stay, but we considered it a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience. That does make me feel a little bit nervous about the price of this place. The curtains were not my friend. The stadium stays fully lit at night and the curtains didn't do anything about it. I like the way that this person makes out like the curtains are another human. Is it the curtain's fault if the room is too bright at night?
I would say yeah, it is.
It probably is, yeah. The curtains should know better. Watching the game from my room was a unique experience that I'll never forget. It's the perfect place to stay for sports fans. If the Blue Jays were your home team, even if you lived in Toronto, I reckon it's probably worth experiencing a night in one of these rooms.
With the hotel's reputation withering under the lights, our attention turned to the Blue Jays team.
Back in 1992 and 1993, the Blue Jays won back-to-back World Series, but they haven't actually won anything since. That's the longest dry spell in MLB history. They also have a really cool theme tune called OK Blue Jays. We'll cut to that now.
Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball! Sorry, people are looking at me and I feel really self-conscious.
And also, apparently, you're not supposed to mention 1987. I've no idea why. Anyway, let's go and check in.
It was finally 3 o'clock, and the moment we'd been waiting for had arrived.
Real gentlemen let their wives carry their own bags.
At this point, we'd been in transit for over 17 hours, travelled over 3,400 miles, and spent over £900. Was it a wise decision coming all the way to Canada based on someone's YouTube comment? Was this room going to live up to our expectation? And ultimately, how much was this room going to set us back? Everything was in the balance, and the answers were on the other side of this door.
Welcome to my field view room. This place is special. So this room is split into an upper section and a lower section. And what I really like about it is all the little Blue Jays touches in here. So we have a Blue Jays doormat as soon as you walk into the room. On the bed, we've got a big Blue Jays pillow. Toronto Blue Jays. Just casually walking up the stairs in my hotel room. So this is where the magic happens. This is the really special part of the room. From this view, you can't see why, but it will all become very apparent in the next few seconds. Couple of seats here with a coffee table, you know, nothing crazy. Over here, we have a lovely sofa with some more Blue Jays cushions. Very cool. Again, I like these little touches. This is the really special bit. If we go this way, we have an enormous window that opens up, and this is where the Blue Jays play baseball.
This is the only hotel room attached to a sporting stadium in the whole of North America. And there are 55 rooms just like this in this hotel with a view of the stadium.
40,000 people can sit in this stadium, and tonight the Blue Jays are playing the New York Yankees. It's going to be happening right down there, and we're going to be able to see it from this room. How cool is that?
Let's go Blue Jays!
There's a real wow factor when you walk into this room because you're all the way down there, but the first thing that you see as you open that door is this impressive stadium. I think my favourite thing about this room, apart from the view, are these chairs, because you can just pull them up to the big window. And look at that. There's no way you're telling me that this isn't the best seat in the house. You feel like you're in the stadium. The fact that this window opens when that game is playing, you're just going to be part of it with all the noise and the sound. I think that's really cool.
The room was impressive and a haven for sports fans.
Let's play ball.
But Jade's attention turned to the other opportunities that this room offered for music fans.
Someone very special is playing here soon. Our girl Taylor, 6 nights.
But we had already found out the answer to our questions whilst being escorted to the room.
Taylor Swift has bought out all the field
Okay.
for security reasons.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But even if a normal concert is here, they won't let us.
So the answer is...
No, you cannot watch Taylor from this room. You have to get tickets. It is now time to reveal the price of the room. Before I tell you the price, it is slightly more than the usual stadium view rooms that we stay in. There's only 55 of the rooms as well, so there's not that many of them, and I think that's probably pushing the price up. The total price for this room on a game day is around £450.
The hotel price brought our trip to a whopping £800 per person, a cost that would be tricky to justify unless you're a big baseball fan. And of course, that spend doesn't include any food, spends or accommodation for our other few nights in Canada. But if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and watch this next video. We know you'll love it.